Alright, you lovely people, let's do this. Illya Kuryaki and the Valderramas, Coolo, alright? Which is not to be mistaken for Coolio, which is something completely different, okay? Because language matters. Man, 4080 PG.
Simplemente le brindo ritmo al mundo perro. Tengo el infierno genital y su cuerpo suda. Su transpiración es digital, es como una pluma. Ya su culo brilla más y más. Me atrae con su dulzura y mi cuna dormirá. Quiero su uva, imagino su sabor es chocolate. Y que le gustaría que descubra la espuma de su valle. Nos iremos lejos, donde nadie vea el movimiento. Que el cielo sea el único testigo de este encuentro. Hay que empezar a moverse, nos acaba la era. La luna pronto se irá.
It's funny that there is like this very 70s vibe. Obviously this is early 2000, so it's amazing to think sometimes either late 90s, no, probably mid 90s, right? Mid 90s, late 90s. There is almost, you know, actually the 70s, the late 70s were probably closer to this than we are to this video. So it's actually sometimes blows my mind when I think about this type of stuff. And I like, you know, the beginning where the word, you know, move your ass, right, becomes so part of the rhythm, and there were no lies were told because everybody literally was moving their asses by running, okay? Details matter.
Eso vendrá con sus velas, se remoto con sus ojos cientos, se traslada su cuerpo cuando está en movimiento. Estoy volando por su jungla dorada, grita mi alma, es hora de empezar a mover. A mover el culo, 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 a mover el culo.
I mean, I don't know if a video like this today can be made, even though I don't see nothing wrong, but I can already see little things that people today could go like
el mundo empieza a mover, el cielo se empieza a caer a tus pies. Nuevamente es tiempo de empezar a brillar. Otra vez grita mi alma, es hora de empezar a mover. A mover el culo, 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 a mover el culo.
ooh. Actually, so 70s this part, right? They really fused in like those different elements of R&B and the 70s funk, you know, that type of sonority, including also the styling of the video in terms of clothing. So it's very nice to see this. And, you know, I have to say, like, I'm not a rap expert, but you can tell when, you know, somebody it's barely able to create a rap flow on a rhythm, right, which tends usually to be slower, so to speak. So when you see like people speaking in their language, but the pace is pretty fast, right? I wouldn't say it's a particularly fast rapping, but consider also for the time, like those guys that were, in my opinion, doing regardless of the meaning of the lyrics, pretty good flow with the rap, I have to say. So it was very interesting to see where, you know, elements of different cultures, they sort of introduce themselves, right, in a particular period of music, you know. Nice, man. Nice mixture of all those elements of different style of music, and the playfulness, you know, of the tagline here of the title of the song, right? It's both very repetitive throughout the song, but it's also becomes such an integral part of the rhythm, right? That you just move along and you just go like, you know, dancing. It becomes almost an instrument in that way, right? It is an instrument, but you know what I mean. Like really, you forget that it's actually a voice, so you just, you know, vibe to the rhythm of Amo Ver Coolo. All right, guys, I enjoyed this. Keep on requesting. I'm sharing also some of my stuff here, linked some of my song if you're curious. Because after all, I always, you know, sometimes I have long periods I totally forget that, you know, I've done stuff myself, and it would be nice to share it with you, and maybe some of you will find it interesting or not. Anyway, thank you. Talk to you later.